Hi, my name is Nick Schaefer. I'm the Director of Career Development at Gwen and Mercy University. Welcome to today's employer meet and greet. Today we have Heather Bisca from Livengrin Foundation, who will be discussing some general information about the organization and current and possible future job opportunities. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you very much.
Heather, can you start out by giving us a little general information about the Livengrin Foundation?
Okay, so pretty brief. Livengrin Foundation is a drug and alcohol facility. Patients can come here to get detox treatment, they can get rehab treatment, or they can get both. And they also offer many different outpatient programs as well, that once people like complete their detox or complete their rehab, they can follow up on the outside, and they have multiple locations all around the area, or Bucks County, I should say, and Philadelphia.
Great, thank you. Heather, what are some job opportunities, and if you have them, internship opportunities available for students and graduates?
So this is kind of a weird story, but it'll pretty much explain to you exactly what kind of job opportunities are available here. So for instance, I started out as a student here. I did my psychiatric nurse practitioner clinicals here for, I want to say, like 1 or 2 semesters. And on my very last day of clinical, one of the directors came to me and said, how would you like to continue what you're doing, but get paid for it? And I was like, hey, why not? So I took on a position here, kind of like a paid internship, where I worked hand in hand with the doctor, and I did psychiatric evaluations for him, which was great for me because I was getting practice. I was seeing all different types of patients, like I was like a real nurse practitioner, but I was getting paid for it and still a student. So that was great. And then after that, after I was finished school and finished my clinicals and all that good stuff, I continued to do the psych evals with the doctor. And then one day that same director came to me again and was like, how would you like to be the director of the detox department? So as you can see in this facility, you can start out as a student, an employee, all the way up to like director. And one of the directors here that hired me, same thing, started out as like an intern student and now is like vice president of half of this facility. So there's such growth here. It's not just like you're stuck in one position for the rest of your life. And internships are important because not just here, at other internships I've done, it really shows your first impression when you're there as a student, because people look at you and think, hey, this is someone I would like to hire. So
would some of the majors that you are usually interested in for positions would be behavioral health areas such as psych, social work, human services, and those in healthcare such as nursing?
Yes, so there's nurse techs, there's which do mainly like help the nurses with everything. There's staff techs that are mainly care to like the patient's everyday needs. There are counselors here, social workers here, there are nurses, nurse practitioners, doctors, everything you can think of related to drug, alcohol, medical, everything.
And what do you look for in candidates? What kind of skills, what kind of traits and qualifications?
So I can say here, like a lot of things you can learn hands-on, like obviously in healthcare. I mean, with nursing school, one of my experiences was my first job out of nursing school was in an ER, like a major city ER. So I've learned more in 2 weeks there than I did like 4 years of nursing school. So number one, all nursing jobs are hands-on. You'll learn a lot. What I look for is someone definitely with a personality that's easy to get along with, because sometimes it's not always about being skilled and having all this experience. It's about being able to work with other people as a team. So that's number one. I definitely look for people that are professional and hold themselves professional in a way like that. And someone very eager to learn. Like I am kind of turned off by people that know everything about everything, because there's no such thing. You have to always want to keep learning. So that's like the top 3 things I look for.
Great, thank you. What is the interview process like?
So the interview process right now, I'm actually looking for nurses and techs here for the unit. We have, I believe, on our actual website, you can apply for jobs. and we have an account with ZipRecruiter. So right now the interview process is I will get a whole bunch of resumes sent to me daily, and I will go through them, call people to see, you know, if they're interested in setting up an interview. The interview could be in person or Zoom. And I basically ask them about their current job, their current school, what do they look for here? What do they expect? Salary expectations, hours, basic stuff like that.
Great. And you touched on this a little bit, but how would students or graduates find additional information and apply for jobs?
So like I said, on our website, I think it's like Livengrin Foundation. It says, like, I think there's an option for careers. You can apply directly there through the website, which goes to our HR department, and then they forward me all the resumes. Or same situation with ZipRecruiter. I think we have like 2 positions on there, and you apply and they come directly to me. And
Great.
then, yeah.
Thank you. And is there anything else that you'd like to add that you want students and graduates to know about?
Yes. Okay. So this is important. Resumes. So being on the side where I was always the one giving someone my resume, and now I'm on the side where I'm getting resumes, the one thing I can tell you is I don't care that you worked at McDonald's in 1993. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just not, like, keep it short and sweet and to the point, because a lot of times people that are looking at your resumes are busy and they don't want to read a 20-page resume. And the resume should, from the start, obviously say your name, and you don't have to be like an English major, but your name has to be like capitalized correctly. Your resume should not have any misspellings whatsoever. That's one of the first things I look at, because if your resume is misspelled in any single way, then it shows me that you don't pay attention to detail at all. So, I mean, and I say this because I have received resumes where their first name wasn't even capitalized or anything like that. And I'm like, next. So no. And also, it's great to have obviously your name and how I can get in touch with you, a brief statement of what you're looking for. Like, I am a registered nurse, not a paragraph that's like, I love cats and dogs and want to be a nurse. None of that. Mm-hmm. To the point. And then your education, because they want to see what kind of license you have, how long was your school, things like that. And then recent jobs. I mean, they say that most places ask for the most, like 7 years, the past 7 years, but I've had resumes where they're going back to like 1985, and it's just way too much. Just to the point, like where I work now, a couple things I did before then, that's it. Because that's basically all someone really needs to know about you anyway, and the rest comes with the interview.
Great tips there, Heather. Thank you. And for additional programs and events, students and graduates could go to our website, and the Gwinnett website is gmercyu.edu/CD for career development, and click on events for other employer meet and greets and information. Thanks again, Heather, for your time. We greatly appreciate it.
All right, great. Thank you.